I don't know where to look.
No, we can just talk.
We'll just look at each other.
Yeah, yes.
So, hi, Benja.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm kind of nervous, actually.
You're nervous,
I'm
Cleo.
nervous.
This is Cleo, by the way.
This is Benja, by the way. Benja is an artist and a podcaster and a man of many talents. And I would like to interview Benja for my channel, Games Are for Fight, and ask him some questions about his art. I don't know what you're...
You've got to have some gesture for that. You know, games are for fight.
Like sign language for my channel.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at interviewing, so this is probably going to be awesome. And
it's going to be spectacular.
Off the wall. Off the wall. Whoop, whoop.
We're having fun here. So I worked in the video game industry for a good 12 years. I'm still doing work with video game industry people, so I can't say I'm completely out of the industry, but working in the industry, in the video game industry proper, you will sacrifice things. You know, you've got anybody who comes in the industry has ideas on what they want. That's just not possible on a multi-year time cycle with, you know, dozens of people with different thoughts in different directions, and quite a few people with a lot more money and power than you. So, you know, you need to be able to convince the people you're working with that they should listen to you. And most often you do that by doing something. So, being that I was in Florida, I didn't know how to get into the games industry. I just didn't know. People I talked to, they told me stories, they didn't know. I went online and no one really knew at the time. You know, they didn't have the, you know, Art Institute doing game design programs. DigiPen was extremely hard to get into. I didn't actually make my own games and kind of force my way in. That's the only way I knew for sure how to do it, was to actually do it. It takes a weird kind of logic, and I don't recommend programming for everybody. If it's not your thing, try it out, understand what's going on, but don't just say, you know, I'm going to be a programmer.
Well, I don't want to get you all riled up or anything, but I saw your post on Facebook where you said that what you draw and what you put together is not fan art or tribute art. It's deeper than that. So can you explain what you mean?
So both of those things, I'm really not honoring video games. Not that I wouldn't, and I'm really not paying any tribute to them. I don't offer any gifts to the gaming gods. You know. Well,
that's why you keep losing all your games, because you're so irreverent to those gods.
Yeah, you know, and like the term fan art, the way it gets thrown around, and terms are very important, because once everyone starts to do something and you start becoming a fan artist, then all the people who are following you, they start expecting certain things from you. Roy Lichtenstein, very popular pop artist, he was actually he's not a comic artist, he was using the comic medium to say something. And what I'm trying to say with my art is basically, it's all a game. You know, people take it however they want. And it's kind of a two-layered thing, which is why I do my art the way I do it. It's always a juxtaposition. Not everybody catches that. Not everybody catches it, but you don't need to. Someone saw one of my heart containers, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I like your Zelda tribute art." I'm like, well, I didn't make it to be like a heart container. I'm kind of saying heart container. What's inside your heart? What are you thinking about? What drives you? And it was like,
people see what they want to see. And if they want to see fan art,
and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make the distinction that if people are going to start posting, you know, oh, do a Zelda tribute. Okay, I'll do a piece with Link and Zelda in it, sure. But I won't call it a tribute piece.
Right. Wasn't that the one that got stolen?
Yeah, it's that good.
Don't steal. It's bad.
Someone stole my art. I'm kind of proud of that. We were at GamerCon last year, and somebody...
GamerCon, you should go. It's the same time as Comic-Con, in the same general vicinity, so you can go to both, or if you can't get it to Comic-Con like me, you can come hang out with us at GamerCon. So we have video games and tabletops.
And an art gallery.
And an art gallery. It's awesome.
So every year at this show, somebody always comes up and looks at a piece of art and has some reaction that no one is expecting. This year, a little kid was looking at my Yoshi piece, and he said, "Oh man, that Yoshi really creeps me out." And I was like standing behind him, and he didn't realize I was the artist. And I was like, "That's the coolest thing I've ever heard." This little kid is creeped out by my art, but he like can't stop looking at it. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
I
weird.
feel that way about Silent Hill monsters.
Yeah. Why do you have a prism for a head?
Was there anything you regret that you drew or?
Yeah. I compromised a little bit. I
Shouldn't have drawn that yaoi DBZ fan art.
No, a friend wanted me to do like a Iron Man head, so I had some Iron Man comics and I made the collage and did an Iron Man piece. I didn't like it, and I told him, look man, do you still want this? Well, I didn't even wait for him to really finish. I was like, look, just get back with me later. Hung up the phone, and I drove down to Oceanside Beach and burned it.
Oh.
So I burned it along with a few other pieces of art.
Dramatic.
Compromising that's been my most regretful thing. It's like, if you're gonna go that way, go the fuck that way.
Yeah.
And if you go the wrong way, come back and say, damn, I went the wrong way. And then go the fuck some other direction. But like kind of halfway, maybe I should.
Don't waver. Don't be flip-flop. Just go for it.
What is 8-Bit Cubist? The 8-Bit Cubist is a collective of video game professionals that we realized that we had a different perspective on gaming art, and art in general, because we were in the industry. We were more accepting of digital art by we talked to people in a gallery, and they're like, digital art, poo-poo.
Yeah.
And then,
Undo button, no.
yeah, and then you'd see people in the games industry who were like, Photoshop. Why the fuck would you ever need actual paint or something physical when you can do it all on the computer? And there were these two extremes.
Like, what are some of the subjects you've discussed in the past that you think are really interesting and are good podcasts that people should check out if they want to get a good feel of what 8-Bit Cubist is like?
You should definitely check out the Gazian podcast. Which character? We had a discussion about which characters we thought were gay. But I mean, when I say make fun of some people, I mean, come on. Toad, have you seen that little vest? He's got a vest, no shirt, walking around, So yes, the Gazian podcast, we discussed getting into the industry, what it means to be an artist in the industry. We had a really good discussion with Megaran, rapper, you know him. He sat down and got really real with us about nerdcore music and not becoming a verbal meme.
Right.
It's like he was trying to not become the musical version of fan art, and he's got that same struggle too, where it's like, no, I've actually got something to say.
Yeah.
Please don't turn my music into a meme. There's a lot to the wonderful world of video games, and I don't want video games to just become a mechanic. A button press, a reaction.
Yeah.
A sport, when there's so much possibility for an artistic side to be developed. I was at E3, and a producer of a game, I won't mention which one, was trying to explain to me how awesome his game was. After 5 minutes, I was thinking, this is fucking bullshit. Why are we still, like, this 5-minute tutorial with this guy next to me, holding my hand and everything? I was done at 5 minutes. If you're not fun right off the bat, get the fuck out. Do something better.
Yeah.
Do something much more engaging right then. It's already that time.
You gotta go?
I do.
Okay. Well, I'll just say thanks for filming me.
Let's do the lightning round.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just roll with it as it goes.
Yep.
Okay, well that siren is a great symbol, signal that we should stop. So thank you very much. I'm gonna hug you. Is that okay?
Yes. Thank you.
And I'm gonna make sure everybody goes to GamerCon and checks out